Hey guys, I was trying to find my stuff and look what I ran into.
But just to demonstrate to you how thorough the investigation was in terms of the Florida Department of
Better
Law
be
Enforcement doing very thorough analysis of
silver.
the case in terms of the evidence. I
Nope.
remember we did it.
If you're ready to take a break, we'll take a 15-minute recess. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your notepad face down on the chair and follow Deputy Jarvis back into the jury room.
All right, you heard it, a 15-minute recess now. We have been listening to the closing arguments of the lead prosecutor, Bernie Della Rionda, there, making the final points that he would like the jury to hear and understand about
That's it.
that.
Get another damage round.
In a nutshell, what the prosecutor was saying was that if George Zimmerman had not followed Trayvon Martin that night, Trayvon Martin would still be alive. We also said that George Zimmerman falsely profiled Trayvon Martin. I'm going to bring back in our legal panel. Lise Wheelsham, Fox's legal analyst, Doug Burns, a former federal prosecutor, and Judge Alex Ferrer joins us. He is the host of Judge Alex. Doug, you're a former prosecutor. Yes. What do you think of how the prosecutor is doing in closing arguments?
Well, I don't think it's all that strong. They came out, first of all, dramatizing the death and pausing this young man died. You know, and they had to do that. But honestly, on the core issue, the only thing they have to work with is that he somehow followed him. And the reality is, and I've been saying this all along, just because he may have followed him does not preclude him from using self-defense if he was met with serious force.
I agree with you in that it's still fairly weak, but it was good in that they have a theme, which is that you have a frustrated cop, a wannabe cop, right? Hatred. And we talked about it didn't just happen that one instance, this horrible thing. It's been planned for months. Not planned in a premeditated sense, but planned because Zimmerman was profiling Martin. This was the guy.
You mean that there were burglaries in that neighborhood, and so George Zimmerman had it in his mind that this might be the guy.
Exactly. This frustration, this hatred. And then he said he's tired of criminals committing these crimes, and he repeated those expletives 3 times to really hone into the jury that this was just the wrong guy in the wrong place, but it was Zimmerman who was finally now ready to unleash his anger.
Judge, what are you hearing?
I'm hearing both, actually. It actually is interesting that the defense, in this case, requested from the judge a specific instruction on provocation. They wanted the judge to tell the jury that following is not illegal. And that is important because there is a particular case where a conviction was reversed because the jury was left without a definition of what provocation is. And so they could actually believe that if you follow, you provoke this event, and that's not the law. If you provoke the event, you can't rely on self-defense, and that's not the
point the judge is making. Exactly.
Yeah.
Arguing something that
Oh my god, this is
one thing they did say that I was
it's made of more
because at least
blue.
sort of like criminal negligence, I guess.
And he acted on assumption again that was he acted on assumption. He got it wrong.
Be under here,
Well, just
forever.
The whole idea of telling a jury he profiled this guy as a criminal. Jurors are people profiling. I mean, I'm not talking racial profiling. I'm talking about you see somebody coming out of your neighbor's house, you immediately go, wait a minute, this guy's crawling out the window. He must be a burglar. You've profiled that person based upon what you're seeing. Now, maybe
yeah.
you're going to be so moved to say this.
But it was more than just, I think, their argument is more than just the profiling. This one's not going to get away. Those are the words. This one's not going to get away.
The judge's point is, following or profiling begs the question on who started the fight.
That's right. And
that's the point.
And that was something
but that still doesn't negate self-defense.
That was something that the prosecution tried to throw in the face of the medical examiner when they had Dr. DeMaio.
Right.
And they said, you don't know who threw the punch. The first punch. And my first thought was, well, that's funny because you don't either. The only evidence you have is George Zimmerman saying, I heard the first punch.
But in this closing argument, do you think, please, that the prosecutor is making it more digestible or summing it up for the
going through very thematically, it started out with the theme. He's dead for no fault of his own. Starting out with a very nice, soft theme, appealing to these women jurors. And then coming back and forth and peppering through witnesses. And use your common sense. Use your common sense. That's a ploy that all prosecutors should.
But this is not a powerful closing argument by any means. They are saving their best for last.
Rebuttal.
The defense cannot respond. That's where you're going to get.
And I heard you all saying to predict that we will hear the defense and then the rebuttal possibly tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right. That's what you think will happen. Then they'll have overnight in order
to get
prepare.
That's what the judge has said she'll do.
Right. Well, Doug, thanks so much. It's great to see you. It's so great to see you, Judge Oscar. Thanks so much for all of your expertise. And thanks so much for watching us today. I'm Allison Camerata, of course, in for Megan Kelly. Studio B with Shepard Smith is going to start right after this short break. Keep it tuned to Fox News Channel. We'll be right back.
If you are considering silver for your savings and investment account, pay close attention to this amazing offer from Leader Capital.
Oh no.
Unexpected signs of puberty in children or changes in body hair or increased acne when they may occur. Report these symptoms to your doctor. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions and medications. Serious side effects could include increased risk of prostate cancer, worsening prostate symptoms, decreased sperm count, ankle, feet, or body swelling, enlarged or painful breasts, problems breathing while sleeping, and blood clots in the legs. Common side effects include skin redness or irritation where applied, increased red blood cell count,
Found them all.
Ask your doctor about the only underarm low T treatment.
And what the heck?
10 years is a long time. 100,000 miles is a long way. So choose the Hyundai Sonata. It comes with the assurance of America's best warranty.
For 10K.
100,000 miles. And now during the 100,000 reasons event, see why the
10K.
Sonata is ranked
Pumpkin
most
seeds
dependable midsize
and
car by
rose
JD Power Accessories. You'll also get
and
0%
copper.
APR financing
Not
for
a
60 months.
good find.
Visit your Hyundai dealer
Caramel.
and take your next 100,000 miles with us.
Yeah, it's an Iceland, but this one takes it to a whole new level. It's got electronic ignition, it's got the infrared rotisserie, ceramic briquettes, high-powered sear stations, it's got a built-in sauce rack. I do love sauce. This bad boy will change your life. This orange one, awesome grace. I'll stick with this. It's got a built-in sauce rack.
Get organized with IMG so you'll know exactly what
So
money to put where, helping
good.
you enjoy retirement.
From friends. Ow.
It's right for you at IMG.us.
Ow. This is the moment for me.
Dry sherry.
Select
Taking my friend.
This is
What's it?
yes on that day. The majority of you decided no action was the response.
Get out of here.
So now I come back asking you again to consider a bill. 11 of the 12 titles we debated and discussed, rumbled, argued, and cheered about 2 weeks ago.
Deep enough.
11 of those titles. Yes, some of you saw it in committee. Yes, the rest of you saw it on the floor. Now there is one change,
Strapped on.
and that is going from 1938, 1949 permanent law over to making whatever the ultimate product of this Farm Bill process this year is, the permanent law. Now let me say to you, think about what the 38 and 49 law is all about. Franklin Roosevelt was president in 1938. Harry Truman was president in 1949. It's been a long time ago. The principles of the bill entail supply management, allotments, quotas, production history limitations, prices based on parity from 1910 to 1913. Wasn't Taft president back then?
No.
It is not workable language. Now, I know many of you said, that's the hammer with which we force things to happen. Well, the hammer hasn't worked very well in the last 2 years, has it? It's time to move past that old paradigm. To craft good agricultural policy to rule America for the consumers out there and make it the permanent law. And yes, we can pass the new Farm Bill in 5 years if we want, or sooner, but everything will be up to debate, discussion, and voting. Now, what about that Title IV that was in the previous bill? It's not in the bill today. Dealing with nutrition. It became quite clear to me not many days ago that that was the most complicated part of the process. It was an area where, while the committee had, by majority vote, agreed to make very fundamental changes, saving to the tune of $20.5 billion in mandatory spending, it became quite clear to me that a number of my friends, in all sincerity, felt
Did it just crash? Are you serious? Yeah, it just crashed. Well, I'll see you guys later. Bye.